Several times that I've flown, a flight attendant has come up to me and asked if I was willing to watch a young child who's flying alone. Now, I know that I'm not overqualified to do this because I don't fly well, especially my ears. The first time I flew was when Mark and I went to Florida for our honeymoon. Both my ears were closed the entire week. So no matter what we were doing on our honeymoon, I was like, what? Huh? I don't understand. I was kind of hoping it would take more than a week until Mark found me annoying, but it didn't. And so when we flew back, when we landed in Philadelphia, both my eardrums burst. I left the plane and blood was running down my neck. So I don't fly well. So when I do fly, this is what I look like. I'm sitting in my seat all nervous. I'm tightly clutching a bottle of Afrin nose spray. In my ears, I have these things that look like shuttlecocks. You know those things you hit with a badminton racket? I have wings coming out of my ears. And on my lap, I have a baggie filled with multiple drugs that I need to take during the flight. Now, I don't have CBD gummies in that baggie, but I should. Because I'm that passenger you don't want to sit beside. The whole flight, I either putting something in my ears, my nose, or my mouth. So I'm fidgeting the whole time. So I'm not sure why the flight attendants think I'm the most qualified person to take care of a little kid who is not my own. So the one time they came to me and they said, we have a little boy named Daniel. He's 6 years old. He's saying goodbye to his dad right now who lives in Baltimore, and he's flying home to his mom in Phoenix. He's all upset and he's crying. Can we seat him here beside you? And would you watch him in the whole flight? Well, me being me, I don't think at all, and I say, sure. I forgot that I can barely take care of myself in the air. Now, Mark, he's shaking his head because he knows I don't fly well, and he knows I go a bit overboard on everything I do. So he says, good luck, I'm counting on you, puts on his earphones and falls asleep the whole flight. I'm on my own. So they bring little Daniel back, and he plops down, and he's bouncing up and down like this. Doesn't look sad at all to me. And they said, Daniel, this is Miss Marianne. She's going to watch you the whole flight. He looks up at me, and he had these big brown eyes, long eyelashes, and he goes, hi, Miss Marianne. I'm really sad because I just wish my mom, dad, and me were a family again. I know. I felt like a big schmuck because I doubted this little boy's sadness. So I decided I was going to pour myself into this role. I was going to let this little boy do whatever he wanted the whole flight. But I had to get my Afrin nose spray in first, so I did that. And then I taught him how to play rock, paper, scissors. I'm sure most of you have played, and little Daniel loved it. So much so that we played it the whole way from Baltimore to Phoenix. And I'm telling you, these hands were nonstop. I'd do scissors, something in my mouth. I'd do rock, something in my nose. And they were going like this. Good thing Mark was sleeping. He couldn't have handled this. So I realized there was 30 minutes left. So I needed to get my nose spray out one more time, but it wasn't time yet. So I said, one more round, Daniel. So I said, 1, 2, 3, go. I did scissors. Little Daniel decided to mix it up and gave me the finger. Yeah, he thought he was pretty funny. I thought he was funny too, but I was trying to be that qualified adult. So I said, no, Daniel. And he kept doing it. It was like I was playing whack-a-mole with his middle finger. And so I started laughing hysterically too. And all of a sudden, the flight attendant started marching towards us, and I thought, uh-oh, she just figured out I'm not qualified to take care of a little kid on the plane. But she said, Daniel, gather your things. We're taking you off first. I looked out the window. We had landed. I had no idea. And for the first time ever, my ears were completely open. I didn't even get the nose spray in. Mark's like, I always thought it was in your head. My head? But I was feeling great. And, I knew I did a good thing here. I made this little boy's life better today. So I leaned over to give him a big hug. But he jumped up, ran out, and I'm going, Daniel, bye. He didn't even turn around. 6 hours of rock, paper, scissors. I thought we bonded. So Mark's like, get over it, he's a kid. He's excited to see his real mom. So we got off the plane, and we're at the baggage claim, and all of a sudden, I feel these little arms wrap around me, and I hear, "Thank you, Miss Marianne, for taking care of me and teaching me a new game." And I turned around to see little Daniel running back to his real mom. Now, I may not have been overqualified, but I realized I was qualified enough. Thank you.